Hello everyone. I want to talk to you today more about these fallen angels and give you some more understanding of their true natures. This about the fallen angels and the aliens and the UFOs, everything is hinging on that right now. It really is. It is that grand deception, that grand delusion that is going to be sent, and it's going to challenge all of those people, even the very elect themselves. It's going to challenge their faith. It's going to really, really shake the tree. It really is. Even you people who think that you know so much about the Bible, spirituality, the coming of Christ, my friends, this thing is very, very deep. Very deep. It's intertwined into everything, even the scriptures, my friends. And that's kind of what I hope to explain to you. But long story short, this UFO thing, this thing is very, very important, and it is directly connected to the fallen angels. Now, what I'm going to do, this isn't just going to be about the fallen angels, okay? I got to start off talking to you a little bit about the basic understanding of what I've presented already in some of my videos, that these are men, but they're special men. Once you understand that, the rest of what I can tell you will begin to open up. And for anybody that I have talked to or left a message with stating that I had a big secret, the secret that I was going to expose that would put everything in its place, at least concerning religion, the origin of men, the origin of these UFOs, the nature and how we are related to all of this at the same time. This isn't it. This isn't the video. I have to prep you before I can give you anything to build upon. I have to create this foundation in which so many of you are sorely lacking. And for those who are not, awesome, because you're going to be able to understand this real good. Okay, so this is some serious stuff. So I'm going to be talking about the nature of these fallen ones, and then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty and really talk in depth, and you're really going to, after this series of videos, you're really going to understand a lot better, and you're going to understand that these are men, but special men. Alright, I want to start off saying also that I know for the mainstream Christian and non-spiritually minded friends that I have, some of my subscribers, I know are mainstream Christian. There's nothing wrong with that. All you need to do for your salvation is to simply believe in Christ as the Son of God, and eternity is yours. Okay? It really is. So there's nothing wrong that you are missing some of these more in-depth meanings here. I just hope to share this with you to maybe enrich your understanding and believe it or not, increase your appreciation for the Bible. This is not meant to destroy it or degrade it in any way. It just opens up the true insight of understanding. So bear with me, okay? I know that my information is kind of out there, but I can show you things. Okay, but it's not going to be in an instant. This thing is going to take a little time. It's connected to everything. It's like a spider's web. If we touch just one string of it, we can't help but to vibrate the whole thing. The whole big picture is connected, okay? There is a hidden meaning to the phraseology in most of the Bible's context. I want you to see this. It will open up a lot. Alright, first off, we need to go right back to Genesis 6, which is going to talk about these sons of God, which you are going to see are directly related to these Pleiadians, Arcturians, Zeta Reticulians, these blonde-hair, blue-eyed Nordics, the supposed master Aryan race, the supposed Atlanteans, those ones that Admiral Byrd came in contact with as he flew over the Arctic that I had already mentioned, these blonde-haired, blue-eyed Nordic types once again. Okay, this is their origin. This is where you can look to find out where they come from. Genesis 6. And it came to pass when men began to multiply on the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives, all of which they chose. Now I'm going to skip down here to verse 4, same chapter. There were giants in the earth in those days, in the earth. And also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were men of old and men of renown. So the children, between the union of the daughters of men and the sons of God, became these mighty men, these men of renown, these legendary demigods that we have in all of our mythology, concerning all of the ancient cultures in the world. All right? So what you first have to grasp, my friends, is the nature of these sons of God. And I mentioned it on another video back, but they're not angels. Okay, first off, angels are sexless. All right, and angels are neither male nor female. Check your scriptures, it reveals this. Angels are created chiefly to be ministers to mankind. That is one of their chief creative prerogatives. They are created to be ministers to mankind. What we have here with these sons of God is something radically different than that of the purpose of an angel. Now, if you remember from the video, I stated that these sons of God were men and women. There was 50 male and 50 female. And they don't tell you this in the Bible, but it explains how we have these ancient goddesses. Okay, think Mesopotamia, think Ninhursag, think Ishtar, think some of these ancient goddesses. Well, these are the remnants from these female sons and daughters of God, as you might know them now as the Anunnaki, those from heaven to earth they fell. So there were 50 male and 50 female. They come from other planets. Now they all don't come from from one single planet. Matter of fact, each of them comes from a separate planet. Each of the 50 males and each of the 50 females. Now you got to be asking yourself, what in the world am I talking about? I'm telling you the origin of these sons of God in Genesis 6. They are men and women like you and me that have lived a physical life on a world like ours. Okay? They have lived and died a physical life as men and women. That's how they know all of these arts that you find about in Enoch when you're talking about Samyaza and the bunch and Azazel, and how they imparted all of these physical and material things, even the art of putting makeup on, creating swords and weapons and knives. I stated angels would not know that. If men were the only ones on earth up until that point, and they had not yet created knives, weapons, or breastplates, how do these angels know what they are if they are our ministers? They don't, because they're not angels. All right? They are men and women from a whole nother world or worlds. All right? And once they have died, they have gone into what you know of and have called, but has been generalized, heaven. Christ says, what magic is there in death that it makes one perfect? Did you hear that? What magic is there in death that it makes one perfect? Based on that, I'm informing you that death does not make you perfect. That's why eternity is so long. Because it takes one that long to obtain perfection. The Father says, be thou perfect even as I am. That is the decree that goes out through all of the universes of time and space. And that's right, I said all of the universes of time and space. You're selfish and short-sighted if you're still believing that this is the only planet. All right? And it's in the Bible that it's not. All right? And I can show that to you if you question me upon it. I can show it to you. All right, so be thou perfect even as the Father is, and it takes an eternity that long. So eternity is not a blissful moment of relaxation and ease. Eternity is about self-progression, perfection, obtainment. It is about adventure and the glory that comes with finding that truth associated with that eternal adventure and that search for God. We already know that no man might see the face of the Father and live. That's why the Father has created of himself the Son, Jesus Christ. He is that connection to the unseen Father who always eternally resides in paradise. He sends his Son forth from paradise to the worlds of time and space to reveal that hidden Father to the kingdoms of men. That has been jeopardized, my friend, early in this planet's career with these sons of God who were to come down and initiate civilization. They were to impart upon the kingdoms of men the aspects of civilization, but it wasn't going to be the weapons of war and vanity and self-indulgence that they imparted. It was going to be morality and true spiritual understanding, the fatherhood of God, and under that, the brotherhood of man. And through that rebellion, which is Lucifer, is the one who created this rebellion upon our world and 37 other worlds. That's right. There are 37 other worlds out there that are also under rebellion, that are waiting for this time of great judgment, which, as I told you, is associated directly to that greater year cycle in my last video that puts us right back at the cosmic center. All right? So these sons of God are men and women from other worlds who have elected to come here after they have entered into the spiritual realm. All right, and once they've entered into the spiritual realm, they have elected what is known as a universal career or service. And these men and women in question elected to go back to another evolutionary world and there to help foster and bring about a spiritual based civilization. All right, and that's where you have the legends of Atlantis and the supposed golden age of the past. Is directly related upon that time, because when they first arrived, my friends, over 455,000 years ago, the rebellion had not yet taken place. That war in heaven where Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, that had not yet taken place. So when they first originally arrived here, they began to create the first settlement known as Dalmatia, okay, which a lot of people in my mind confuse with Atlantis, okay, the concentric circles, the central temple, okay, all of that was originally based in the right way, but after the rebellion, things became complicated, to say the least. Okay, they started giving unto us and receiving unto themselves worship as they were gods. So all of that was sorely jeopardized. Keep in mind everything that I've said. It's about to get seriously interesting, my friends. I'm going to come back on another video. Thank you.